Hey everybody, it's Alex with Hake Hardware, and in this video I am going to install Portainer on Ubuntu 22.04. I already have Docker installed. You can check my other videos. I have a video that goes over the installation of Docker. So for this video, we're just going to be using the official documentation. So let me switch over here. And it's honestly, it's just a few steps. So we're going to install Portainer CE with Docker on Linux, and then I'll show you how to connect to it through your browser. So my setup, I'm actually SSHing into my server that I'm going to be installing Portainer, and I'm on my laptop, which is a totally separate computer, but I'll be able to actually put in the IP address of my server with the correct port and log into Portainer from my laptop. So if you're running this directly on a version of Ubuntu, like I'm just using Ubuntu server, but if you're using Ubuntu desktop, you can basically do all of these steps on your desktop. It should be even easier because you won't have to necessarily put in the IP address. You could just do like localhost or something. But let's get started. We're going to do the first step here, which is create the volume that Portainer server will use to store its database. One more thing I want to note, there's no sudo on this command because I've done the post installation steps where I don't need to use sudo. So if you haven't done that, then you'll need to put sudo in front of these commands or else they probably won't run. So let me switch into the terminal here. I'm just going to paste that docker volume create Portainer data. And then we're going to run the command to actually install the Portainer image here. So it's a little bit long. I'm going to copy it, and then let's go into the terminal. And we're going to basically be running a new image. It's going to be on port 8000 and 9443. We're going to be exposing those ports. The name is Portainer. It's going to restart if, let's say I restart my computer, it closes down Docker and all the containers that are running. When it starts back up, it's going to automatically start this. We've got two volumes here. One is for docker.sock, which I believe that gives it access to like start and stop containers. It's just something that you need to include. And then we have the actual Portainer data volume that we created in the last step. And then the image here. So we're Portainer-CE latest. And CE is Community Edition. So it's as easy as just running that. It's going to say it can't find the image because you haven't downloaded it yet. And then it'll pull that image down and install it. And at this point, it's already running. So we can check to see if it's running by doing a command here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, yeah, just simply, docker ps. And we can see we have the container listed here. And we can see the image created 20 seconds ago, and we can see the ports. So we're forwarding those ports so they're accessible outside of this server. So that means, any other computer on my network will be able to have access to it. So let's actually do that. I'm going to do just IPA, and you can see I'm going to grab my IP address here, 192.168.69.101. And then I will go into my browser. So let's switch back to the browser here. And we can put that, but what we're going to do, you can actually already see that it's showing up over here. But you'll put https:// and then we're going to be port 9443. So you'll get this, potential security risk. It's fine. This is your server. It's running locally, so you can actually just click advanced and then accept the risk and continue. And you have this failure unauthorized. You might or might not get this. It might just be because I've installed this before and I'm reinstalling it. But you can set your username and set your password. So let's see. What am I going to do for my password? Just going to use the one that I had before. So you'll put in your password and then you'll just click create user. I'm going to uncheck allow collection of anonymous statistics. It's up to you if you want to do that. And then hit create user. And now we're started. So we don't have any environments, but we can go click home here and we can see we have local. Now I like to name this what my server is called. So if we go back to the terminal, this is alpha for the server. So I'm just going to go into environments, click on local here, and just rename this to alpha. Actually, I'm going to keep it lowercase, and then just update the environment. And now when I go into my environments, I can see alpha. And if we go to home, we can actually just select this environment here, and we can see we have no stacks running, but we do have 2 images installed and should just have 1 container running, which is the Portainer container. So you're in Portainer viewing the container that you installed just a few minutes ago. And you can't stop this because then, of course, you wouldn't be able to access this website anymore. But that's it. Now from here, you can actually install new containers. You can basically manage everything from the website instead of having to do it through the terminal. So there's some things you may still prefer to do in the terminal, but for a lot of it, you can just manage it in here. And what's cool is you can then go in and add other servers as agents. So instead of reinstalling Portainer on let's say you have 3 or 4 servers, you can actually just install a Portainer agent on those servers and they will show up here under environment. So if we go to like home, you'll be able to see, all of your different servers here. So in the next video, I'll go over how to add another server as a Portainer agent. But that is it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.